I don't care if you can do it or not. I don't care if you are in a homeless shelter. You live with your parents. You sleeping on a couch. You married to somebody who breaks down all your dreams. If you're working overtime, you don't have time. I don't give a fuck about the circumstances. Welcome to the Black Mother Wound podcast, where we center the stories of Black women as we heal from the painful relationships with our mothers. Welcome to the Black Mother Wound podcast. I'm your host, Jennifer Arnice. Well, let me be the first one to tell you Happy New Year. It is Tuesday, of course, new episode day. And guess what, y'all? I'm here again. It's 5 weeks in a row. I can't even believe it. Where has the time gone? And tomorrow is January 1st, 2025. Okay? Happy New Year. Happy new beginning. I know everybody is like, what's the big deal? Well, I shouldn't say everybody. My son is like, what's the big deal with the new year? Well, it's because your life probably doesn't change year after year. And there's no marking, like there's no benchmark. There's no line in the sand that's like, we can start over. This is new, right? But and if you're one of those people, that's cool. If New Year doesn't make a difference, that's cool. I feel you. But for me, I love the new year because it does feel like a reset for me. Even though it's just another day in actuality, but mentally, it's a fresh start. And I love fucking fresh starts. And as you can see, if you're watching me on YouTube, I'm in my pajamas in the bed. If you are listening to this episode, you need to go on and trail over to YouTube so you can see me in my bed because, baby, this is symbolic of the new year. Me being in my Christmas pajamas, my favorite place in the whole wide world, my bed, is symbolic of what I want for us in 2025 and for the rest of our lives. Okay? Not because I want us to be just lazy, because being in the bed has nothing to do with being lazy. It does mean I want us to be rested, right? It does mean that, but more than anything, me shooting this episode in the bed is symbolic of me doing whatever the fuck I want to do, and me doing what makes me feel good, and doing what's most comfortable for me, and listening to my own inner guidance and being led by my inner compass. Okay. So I guess that's going to lead us into the topic. Y'all know it comes off as a ramble in the beginning, but then it all makes sense. Okay. It all makes sense. And before I tell you more about why it's important that I'm filming in my bed today, I want to let you know that this is part 1 of a 4-part series that is all about how to jumpstart your healing in 2025. So every episode in January is going to be about what you need to be doing to really get a jump start on your healing, i.e., jump start on changing your life. Because the point of healing is so your life can change. Your inner life changes so your outer life can change. Your inner world changes so your outer world can change. Okay. So I'm really excited about that because it's been a long time since I've done like a series, and I want to give a shout out to Libria Jones. Let me take a deep breath. I feel like I'm talking so fast. I want to give a shout out to Libria Jones because I was watching her YouTube earlier this morning, and she was talking about planning for the new year. And she had a whole YouTube playlist about kind of really breaking down how she can have the best year ever. And like I said, I love New Year shit, right? And I love planning. She's a project manager. I'm a project manager. She actually was a real force for me in transitioning from being an admin for over 25 years and getting into project management. Just me watching her YouTube videos and her Instagram. And I hadn't seen her in a long time. And then she popped up on my feed. And then I saw that she was talking about planning for the year. And I was listening to her and I was like, huh, that would be cool if I did a 4-part series. I knew I was going to record today, but I was just going to be doing my normal recording. And she really jump started me and inspired me. And I was like, let's take action on that today. So you're welcome, because it's going to be really good. But back to the symbolism of me being in my bed today. I have wanted to record a podcast from my bed for the last 3 or 4 years. I really wanted a podcast that was called From the Bed. And it was just me being in the motherfucking bed talking. And I wanted to do it because I am most comfortable in my bed. And creating content is a passion of mine, right? But it also triggers a lot of anxiety and overwhelm because I see so many other people doing it, and it's very easy to compare yourself to what everybody else is doing. And I wanted to look professional. I wanted to be believable. And I saw what everybody else was doing. I was like, oh, I love what they're doing. I want to do it like that. I want to do it like that. But it never felt totally natural to me. And my most natural environment is being in my motherfucking bed and being like outside in the grass somewhere. And I'm in my bed more than I'm in the grass. And it was just me gaslighting myself. I feel like I want to cry saying this. Like, nobody's, like, that's silly, basically. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I just had a flashback to a man that I used to be in a relationship with, downplaying my ideas and making it seem like it was nothing. Oh my God. I just want to smash his face right now. But that's what I was doing to myself, right? And because we are starting fresh, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. And I want to be in the bed. And I might shoot all the episodes in the bed moving forward. I don't know. But I want to at least explore it. I at least want to listen to, like, this work about inner parenting, reparenting, and doing the inner work and listening to yourself and moving on what you hear is how you build a healthy relationship with yourself. And I have really good ideas, y'all. I have such amazing fucking ideas. That's not something I would ever say out loud before, but that's how much your girl is growing. And what's up, boo? Sorry to interrupt the episode. I just wanted to let you know my 6-week Black Mother Wound Healing Intensive starts again in January. Listen, we are not carrying this mother wound burden into 2025, okay? It's done, it's played out, and it is out of style. But you know what is in style? Learning to love yourself completely. Knowing you're worth it without working for it, putting yourself first without feeling guilty about it, and trusting yourself without asking everybody else what they think you should be doing. So if you're ready for this life-changing transformation, click the link below so you don't miss out. And as always, we're all in this together. I want to execute more of those ideas, even if I don't see them out in the world. And it's so crazy because if I see it out in the world, I say, oh, well, somebody else is already doing that. I can't do it. And if I have an idea and I don't see it in the world, I say, well, nobody else is doing it, it must not be a good idea. So no matter what, I find a way to talk myself out of my own fucking brilliance. And even if it's not brilliant, I talk myself out of trusting myself. I talk myself out of believing myself. And so this episode is special because I get to show you all, I get to show myself like what it's like to believe myself. Because, baby, whether you're watching or you're listening, you can't see the monitor that I have. Like I use a monitor when I record so I can see myself and see the shot. Baby, Oprah could be sitting right here next to me and it wouldn't make this shot any better. She probably would love to be here. Like, Oprah, get your pajamas, you and Gail, and come hang out, because this right here, this shit is nice. It's so nice. And it is such a, my outer world is a manifestation of my inner world. It really, really is. And just to think, a couple of years ago, I was in my apartment and now I'm here. I bought my house this year and I'm sitting in my bedroom and I have taken all of my design and decorating ideas and I have executed on them. And everything that I have dreamed that has come to pass is exactly as I had fucking imagined it would be. It's even better than I had imagined, right? And that has built so much trust in myself. And it's probably why I can sit here in my bed, in my pajamas, and be like, this shit is lit, for real, for real. So, with all that being said, are we in the episode yet? Are you fired up yet? On this New Year's Eve, I want you to think about, more than think about, I want you to meditate on. And once you've meditated on it, I want you to pull out your journal, a piece of paper, a napkin, a paper bag, whatever it is you can write on. And make a list of how you want to reset your life today. And I don't want it to be new stuff. Like, I want you to write down all the things that your inner little girl has been telling you that she wants you to do. I don't care if you can do it or not. I don't care if you are in a homeless shelter. You live with your parents. You sleeping on a couch. You married to somebody who breaks down all your dreams. If you're working overtime, you don't have time. I don't give a fuck about the circumstances. Okay? This is not what that is, because I already can see y'all in my inbox coming with this is great, but I can't do it for this reason and that reason and then third. That's not what this is. Just stick with me, right? Y'all been with me long enough to just trust me a little bit, okay? Just trust me a little bit, just today, okay? And if you're listening to this or watching this and it's after New Year's, I still want you to do this, okay? I want you to make a list of the things that your inner little girl would like to do. It could be in her whole life. It could be this year. She probably doesn't have a good grip on time, right? Because she's a kid. But I want you to make a list of those things, right? They don't have to be big things. They can be little things. But I'm saying put them all on the list. And once you've done that, I want you to find the smallest ones. If one of them is get my PhD, but you don't even have your bachelor's yet, we're not going to pick that one, right? So I want you to think of but I want you to select the ones on the list, the things on the list that are the simplest, right? And I want you to prioritize them. Oh, excuse me. And I want you to put them on a separate sheet of paper. And right now, I don't want you to do anything with them. I just want you to look at them every day. And I want you to get familiar with them. I want you to have a conversation with your inner little girl, right? And ask her, what about this is important? Why is it important to her? What does she see happening if she does have it? Where did she get that idea from? You know, what what does it make her feel like having it, right? And I want you to build what I would call emotional momentum, right? And if it's difficult to build the emotional momentum because you keep thinking about why you can't have it and why it can't be done, then you're picking something too big on the list, right? Or you're not picking something too big on the list. You've just got to ask her, what's the first step that we can take to make this happen? Right? And I want you to ask her what needs to be healed in order for us to do this. And then I want you to ask yourself, adult version of you, why are you afraid to do it? Right? What makes you not do it? And she's going to tell you, because you're going to come up with a bullshit excuse. And she's going to tell you the real reason why you don't want to do it, or why you're afraid to take on this thing, right? And I think I have been trying not to turn this into a productivity podcast. Again, listening to Libria, and she talked about how she's obsessed with self-mastery. And I was like, that's why I fucks with her, because I'm obsessed with self-mastery too. I say personal development, but it's I want to master myself, right? I don't want to be a slave to my trauma. It's really important for you to be able to have an honest dialogue with yourself. And when I say yourself, I mean your inner little girl. Because building a happy and healthy relationship with her, I say this all the time. This is what healing is about. And I want you to use, and this is why it's more than about productivity. It is about self-mastery. And self-mastery is you raising yourself. That is reparenting. Reparenting is self-mastery. Period. Point fucking blank. And you have the ability to master yourself. But you can only do that when you know yourself and you have a healthy relationship with yourself, and you deserve to master yourself. You deserve to be the queen of your life so you can have everything that you want in life, right? So you can have the things that you really need, that you can have the things that you really desire, so you can have a truly meaningful, valuable life, and you can feel it within yourself, right? You can be like, oh yeah, that was meaty. I did something with my fucking life every day. If that's not your thing, you watching the wrong podcast. I'm the wrong person for you. But you need to use the things that you want in life, that you want to have, to do, and to be, as catalyst for your healing, because they're going to call you out of your smaller self. They are going to require you to make different choices. If you are, and I say this all the time, I'm going to keep saying it, if your life isn't changing, you're not healing. And it doesn't have to mean big ways that your life is changing. It could be in small ways you see your life changing, right? I knew I was healing when I stopped getting road rage. When I was like, oh, that's something that used to piss me off. It doesn't piss me off anymore. Interesting. It's working. The shit is fucking working. Okay. And that's all I want you to do. That's all I want you to do today and this week. I'll be back in the next episodes because guess what? It's a series. I feel so professional. I feel like a real, authority in this. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what I'm talking about because we're doing a series. But that is all I want you to do this week. I just want you to get to the bottom of between 2 to 3. I was going to say 5, but no, 2 to 3 things that you want to reset your life on and with in 2025. And I want you to start having that dialogue. And I want you to build some emotional momentum. And if it's difficult to build that emotional momentum because of negative dialogue that you're having in your head, I want you to put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And I want you to take a deep breath in. And I want you to hold it for 2 seconds. And then I want you to blow slowly out of your nose, just like this. 1, 2. And I want you to blow slowly out. And I want you to have a real small, short combo. And I want you to say, it's okay. I know you're scared to dream. I know you're upset. I know you're blocked. Whatever it is, whatever is coming up, I want you to acknowledge it. It's okay. I know you feel this way. I know you're having this experience. It's okay. I understand why you would feel that way. I understand why you would think that. It makes perfect sense. Okay. But I am here to support us in a new way of feeling, thinking, and being. And I'm going to be here for you. And I'm going to be patient with you. And we are going to work this out together because you deserve to have your dreams out in the world because you matter. What you want matters. What you think matters. Who you are, it matters. It matters to me. I don't care if it doesn't matter to your mother. I don't care if it doesn't matter to your husband, to your man, to your friends, to your boss, to the world. It matters to fucking me. And I'm going to make it my mission this year to make you a believer. And we're going to do it together. I love you deeply. It's okay now. You can relax now because I'm here to take care of you. You're safe now. Take another deep breath in. Blow slowly through your nose with your mouth closed. Open your eyes and shake it out. Shake your hands, shake your shoulders, shake all of it out. Shake that energy out and give yourself a really big hug. Okay? Every time something comes up for you this week around this exercise or around anything else, I want you to take a couple minutes and I want you to do that exercise. I promise you, it's magical. Okay? She deserves it and you deserve it. All right? That's all I have this week. I will see you all next week. It feels so good to say that, y'all, that I'll be back next week. I'm confident in that. Okay. Before I go, Resolve is live. Doors are open. There's a link in the description on the podcast or on YouTube where you can sign up, you can learn more. Classes start January 16th. It's a 6-week course and it's just incredible. It's phenomenal. I got people on the, just go to the link and you can learn more. Okay. And I will see y'all later. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Black Mother Wound podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and make sure you comment, subscribe, and rate the show. You can keep the conversation going over on IG at Black Mother Wound and click the link in the show notes to download the free Mother Wound Healing Guide. See you next week.